Good morning. Good morning. What's up? Good morning. Good morning, YouTube viewers. We made it another day. It's actually raining out today, so the weather's not that great. I'm just gonna get back in bed, and it's COVID, so I'll just be lazy. But no, that's not what we do. Not what we do. We get up. Today is a nice morning. It's a nice day. If it's raining where you are, get up and make a big breakfast. It doesn't have to be a weekend for that. Make this morning into a good morning. Um, and this is what this is all about. So that kind of tied in with what this topic is. This topic is about responsibility versus actions. A viewer, my son, um, requested that I talk about responsibility, actions, and for people that might be around to own up to their actions, in this in regards to the role they play. Um, so what I say is I never do that because what we do is we look from the inside out. We don't look from the outside in. So to ask a question about responsibility of others, we have to first ask the responsibilities of ourselves and how we deal with this. So today I'm going to use as a example um, two people, a man and a woman. You're in a car, and there's a package you got to deliver. Package is kind of heavy. It has some weight to it, so it's going to be uh, you got your work cut out for you. So you're going to deliver this package, and on the way, just like it's raining out, it just happens to rain out, and the car slides. You slide on the water and you hit a pothole and the tire goes flat, but you got no tire in the vehicle. So you're only 10 minutes away from where you have to deliver this package. The package has to be delivered, within the next half hour. So because of the weather, it's going to be a struggle. So you as the man, you say, hey, look, I'll carry this package, just come on, just follow me. And as you're walking along, the rain is still coming down. It's coming down really, really heavy. And the the person you're with, the woman, she says, hey, look, there's an umbrella laying on the ground. So now she grabs the umbrella. Now you have covering. So now the rain is still coming down. The rain starts to pour even harder, where the umbrella is no longer any good. And so you make your way into a underpass, and you seek and cover there. You're waiting for the rain to slow down. So now the person you're with, says, hey, look, there's bottled water. So you find your bottled water, and they haven't been opened, and it's just fortunate, but you hold on to them. You're not going to use them, you're not going to drink them, but you're going to hold on to them because remember, everything is a survival guide. You never know what's going to happen. So again, this is like I said, your survival skills always have to be in play, no matter what, even on the simplest things as finding unopened bottles of water. So the rain slows down, and then you make your way. You're a little closer, and the woman says, hey, look, I'm gonna run up a little ways, and I'm gonna get this door open so that you can just go straight in, and you get in. You deliver your package, and it's a boring story, but what I want to share from that is a lot of things that go on and how we have to look at situations and what our responsibilities are and how we have to deal with ourselves. So first, you know, the man, he was carrying a heavy load. He took on the burden of carrying a heavy load because, the person that he was with, it would be a lot harder for that person to carry that load. But that person, the woman, was willing to follow, this package. I had to, my husband or, my significant other or my partner in life, we had to deliver this package. So, the thought was the person, not the package. So again, that's, using our conscious minds and how our conscious minds work when they're programmed the right way. The right actions are, we do them without thought. So uh, a, a part of being responsible also is to always remain on your purpose, to continue to, go in the direction from which you started. If you've agreed to a path to take, and you have to take that path. And, sometimes the people that we might be with, and not exclusive to relationships, this is exclusive to, life and interactions we have in life. um, we have to remain focused on our purpose because that's the person that we are. And the one thing that I say about once you receive humility, that no matter where you go, no matter where you travel, whoever you're with, you know, people will treat you the same, and that's, something which really defines a person's character. And people tend to follow people with that character. And to go back to, carrying that box, um, sometimes, if you give that box to that person, say, if you, gave the box to the woman, you were going back and forth, your trip would take a lot longer. So again, it's side by side with, remaining on your purpose. So, again, as the trip had went on, um, you know, there's thoughtfulness that went in there. That even though this person, the woman was walking side by side, she was still looking around for how she could help. That's key. How she could help, help out, to make this a little easier. And she stumbled upon, an umbrella. And that goes to say that not only is she focused on being there for the person, but she's also, looking and using her survival guide to say, hey, I'm going to make things a little bit easier. And that's what we have to focus on when it comes to, responsibilities and actions, because we don't have to talk about why a person is doing something or why a person is not doing something. We have to continuously look at the things that they are doing. And for those people who, this might directly, affect them, you know, um, share your progress. Again, I say, communication is so key in so much of what we do, and we don't use it. Give that person, if it's a man, give that woman a chance to, make you proud. And for, the woman, uh, go back, vice versa. I was on double thought, but it is. It's so true. Communication is so key, and it's something that we don't use, and we really need to get back, to what makes us authentic. We're living in a day and age where communication is like, oh, you should know, you should know. No, those little things mean something. So by sharing those little things, and even the smallest things, it can make a person's day. And for, those people out there who, might be above a certain status or might be above a certain level, um, as far as in a relationship or as far as in life or as far as with the people that you deal with, you have to, be proud of those people, and you should never look at things in a negative way. Always try to find the positive thing in everything that we do. But we're gonna go a little even farther, how that works, so you're still carrying the box, you're the man, you're still carrying the box, and you're still making your way through this rain. And you know just the fact of running up ahead to make sure you're okay, you know um, that's a thought. That's a thought. And when we dismiss these thoughts, when we dismiss, the little things that we see and what a person is doing, then we take away. So instead of, think about that also, you know, it's anything that stresses you, it stops you from your purpose. It stops you from receiving, the benefit of, your subconscious mind, and allowing your subconscious mind to continually grow, continually to be free. So, your consciousness will always block it because your subconscious is constantly saying, go, this is your function, this is your purpose. But it's like you stop it, almost like that car before, you hit that pothole, you guys slid. It wasn't something that happened right away. So, they don't allow these little things to, turn around, and they are little things. And I want to leave this with everybody lastly, and you're all going to be like, wow, that's deep, but it's so true. Um, the excuses that we make in life, doesn't matter how old you are, the excuse you make in life is a reflection of your maturity age, of how mature you are as a person. So I'll give you an example of that. Um, if I sit back and I say, well, hey, it's raining out, so, I don't want to go take care of my responsibilities. I'll just sit back and wait. You think about that, and then you think about the age of a person that would say something like that. And that's, again, that's what's going to wake us up. That's what's going to bring us to consciousness, because we're going to see that in a lot of people. You're going to see that in a lot of situations in which you face. And you're going to have to treat it accordingly. That, hey, this thing bounced off. Think about this. It's almost something a little kid would say. And stand up. That's part of building that armor, so that, things like that, they don't even stress you. They bounce right off of you. The real issues that we should worry about is, our direction in which we're going, the things that this person or, life is giving us, and how we can improve, how we can make things better. And from that, you create an aura, and you no longer use excuses. And by not using excuses, you, without even opening your mouth to people that are around you, they won't be able to do that either, because they know that this is not the person who you are. And this is why I say, each day we're going to rethink, we're going to reshape, and we're going to revive. We're going to start thinking in a proper way, so that our interactions, our light just changes the world around us. And that's what we need, one for another. And now I want to go back to the before I leave, the forest fires. Um, Over this past week, people have lost their lives. People have lost their property. These fires are still, they're at the point right now where they can't even fly helicopters. They can't even drive into it. The fire is in control. And, one of the things I heard of was a couple who they lost everything in their home. They lost their computers, which that was 100% of their job. They lost their vehicles, they lost their property, they lost everything. Their whole life they lost. And it was no result due to their own. So, you know, um, we have to think in these situations of the things that we don't see, and we have to be thankful for what we have, because those things can be taken away in an instant. And to go back to that story about that car ride, that's those two people, what I mean, that they have to rebuild. And, that person, those people who lost everything, that man is going to have to look for that woman to, for the little things or the big things that she can bring to complement one another, to get right back to where they were. So this is how you protect your relationship. This is how you protect your job. This is how you protect your friends. This is how you protect everything that's around you, while still being a caring and loving person. So with that, I want to let you go. Hopefully I answered your question and gave you a different way of looking at things. So with that, I want to say to everybody, I'm glad I'm back early with you. I know later was not working, so I'm glad I'm back. And thank you for the new subscribers. And for those subscribers who weren't able to subscribe, I saw all the views because it shot up. And for everybody going back to, some of my earlier work, continue to do that, because all of these videos ties into becoming a better person, different scenarios of how to look at your life. Like I said, all these videos you may not agree with and you might not be able to relate to, but take the ones that you can and build yourself from it. And with that, I'm getting ready to go make a super breakfast for me today because it's just that kind of day. Clean house. Um, so enjoy the day. Have a beautiful day. Find the one thing this morning that is beautiful, whether it be doing something for people in the family that you haven't done in a while. Do something and make every day special. Go back to basics. Go back to what made you you, what makes us us, and be proud of it and live it. And you know, enjoy it. That's the greatest gift, to enjoy life and live. Okay? So with that, I have to say peace and blessings.